Welcome to the No Views News. This program was created on Monday, September 13th, at 8:25 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, by Zeno Reader. There are 545 headlines from 106 feeds we check to build this automated report. Welcome to No Views, daily automated podcast news. The headlines in this super unknown daily news summary do not imply fact-checking or endorsement of ideas. The first headlines are from the current most popular news site, Yahoo News, with 175 million estimated monthly unique visitors. Japan warns citizens of possible attack in Southeast Asia. Israeli firm unveils armed robot to patrol volatile borders. Trump politicizes soldier deaths. Gold Star families call it disgusting. Man killed in freak accident at McDonald's drive-thru window. Raducanu, U.S. Open champion celebrated in China for her heritage. Kevin McCarthy ripped on Twitter after bizarre three-word all-caps vaccine rant. Israeli appears in Australian court on child abuse charges. Joe Manchin says AOC is not entitled to her own facts after she said he's beholden to big energy companies. College students chant F. Joe Biden at football games. Chris Wallace rips GOP governor over contradictory stance on vaccine mandates. The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. China tech shares slide on latest volley of internet curbs, Yahoo Finance. China's strict 21-day quarantine under question after new outbreak emerges, CNN. North Korea reports long-range cruise missile test as arms race intensifies, The New York Times. Matthew Stafford leads Rams to resounding victory over Bears in Los Angeles debut, NFL.com. Conor McGregor scuffles with Machine Gun Kelly on VMA's red carpet, HuffPost. Scholz braves conservative attacks to win second German election debate, The Guardian. China will reportedly break up ant groups Alipay and force creation of new loans app, CNBC. Tropical storm Nicholas threatens Gulf Coast with heavy rain, Fox News. Madonna's MTV VMAs show opening ensemble goes viral during surprise appearance, Fox News. US Open 2021, Daniil Medvedev beats Novak Djokovic at his own game to lock up first Grand Slam title, ESPN. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. John Oliver pokes Europe's pettiest dictator over his sorest of sore spots. Conor McGregor scuffles with Machine Gun Kelly on VMA's red carpet. Man killed in freak accident at McDonald's drive-thru window. Trump skipped 9/11 ceremonies because he's not a decent human being, says his niece. Prince Andrew's lawyers question service of legal documents. Lil Nas X recreates steamy shower scene on stage at 2021 MTV VMAs. Larry Kudlow says he misses the calmness of Trump. Twitter critics cannot even. North Korea says it tested new long-range cruise missiles. The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. Woman slept on park benches to help 9/11 search. Man designs 9/11 graphics for NASCAR team. Salvage yard fire still burning. Firefighters support muscular dystrophy with drive. Man recalls his escape from the UTC on 9/11. Fire department awarded $12 million grant. Almost $2,000 worth of clothing donation stolen. Firefighters pay tribute on 9/11 with stair climb. Boy makes heartwarming decision to help save neighbor's dog. Tanker truck spills thousands of gallons of fuel. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, The New York Times. Tropical storm Nicholas to drench Texas and Louisiana. Germany's election is Armin Laschet's to lose, but will he succeed? New York City schools to reopen fully after 18 months. The UK prepared for a jobs crisis, but got the unexpected. What failure? For some, the war in Afghanistan was a big success. Behind Jasper Johns' new exhibition Mind Mirror. Their crisis is our problem. Washington grapples with Idaho COVID cases. COVID isn't finished messing with politics. New York City virus cases appear to plateau. Could an uptick lie ahead? How Afghanistan changed China's Taiwan calculus. The following headlines are from the sixth most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. Kate Beckinsale shares health update after being hospitalized. Victor Davis Hanson, recall could save California. Here's how Newsom, elites destroying once thriving state. Israel hits Hamas targets in Gaza in response to rocket fire. Miami couple who helped save falling cat bring American flag to every game, report. Surgeon General, U.S. to monitor whether vaccine exemptions being used properly. Chicago mom fatally shot son, 12, over missing memory card, police. Tropical storm Nicholas threatens Gulf Coast with heavy rain. Madonna's MTV VMAs show opening ensemble goes viral during surprise appearance. Washington State HS calls off 9/11 football tribute because some could be offended, report says. 2021 MTV VMAs, a complete list of winners. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Monday, September 13th. The next headlines are from the 8th most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, the Daily Mail. Motorists clash with Insulate Britain climate activists blocking M25. Inside the wedding of Prince Charles' goddaughter India Hicks. Just 1 in 200 COVID deaths during first half of 2021 occurred among the fully vaccinated. Real-life Tarzan who lived in the Vietnamese jungle for 40 years dies of cancer aged 52. Son whose father was beaten to a pulp defending him from bullies now finds him scary to look at. U.S. Open, Leila Fernandez admits she was wrong to complain about Emma Raducanu's bleeding knee. Van Leifer, 22, disappears after cross-country trip to Yellowstone with her fiancé. Heathrow calls for travel rule changes as it slips down global ranks. Vodafone pay-as-you-go customers wrongly told they are in arrears. Russian spy ship is an English channel. The following headlines are from the 9th most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is the Washington Post World News Feed. For Biden and the United States, 9/11 anniversary offers a grim symmetry. North Korea says it has tested a new long-range cruise missile. Who is Maxime Bernier, the far-right politician compared to Trump could help Trudeau in Canada's election. With rockets and rhetoric, Hamas seeks to leverage Palestinian prisoner escape. Taliban minister says women can attend university, but not alongside men. Pope Francis, during visit, urges Viktor Orban's Hungary to extend its arms toward everyone. Kabul flag shop runnings and Soviet-era retools yet again. Police, 5 in Italy slashed with knife, suspect arrested. Al-Qaeda chief appears in video marking 9/11 anniversary. Iran to allow new memory cards and UN's nuclear site cameras. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's U.S. news feed. Beijing to break up Ansalapay as tech clampdown continues, Business Live. Coronavirus Live News, UK epidemiologist warns over third wave, Philippines facing learning crisis, says UNICEF. Rain fell on Greenland's ice sheet for the first time ever known, alarm should ring. Kim Hee-Cox. Does overhearing your spouse's work calls put you on edge? Me too. I found out why. Sophie Brickman. Ivermectin frenzy, the advocates, anti-vaxxers and telehealth companies driving demand. One of the world's largest retailers has a plan to tackle the climate crisis. Can it pull it off? China's Dr. Fauci, how Dr. Zhang Wenhong became the face of Beijing's COVID battle. Climate activists are being killed for trying to save our planet. There is a way to help Bill McKibben. Chris Bosh, friends told me to buy a Ferrari, I just wanted a car I could fit in. What I learned from living 5 years in a van. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. Biden, Newsom team up seeking COVID-19 momentum, The Note. Capitol rally seeks to rewrite January 6 by exalting rioters. Firefighters advance on blaze that shut California highway. Barrett concerned about public perception of Supreme Court. North Korea test fires long-range missiles, officials say. 4 injured, 2 unaccounted for after explosion rocks Atlanta area apartment complex. Watch, explosion rocks apartment complex in Atlanta. Watch, alligator drifts close to woman in Florida. Watch, playful bear cubs wrestle on Wyoming field. Watch, cat saved from fall at college football game. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. Spain fire, thousands flee blaze near Costa del Sol town. Pope Slovakia visits and signal after brief Hungary stop. Britney Spears announces engagement to Sam Asghari. North Korea tests new long-range cruise missile. Iran, Italy investigates kidnap of cable car crash survivor. Daniil Medvedev, U.S. Open champion finally celebrates, and says title is anniversary present for his wife. Why North Korea keeps launching missiles. Record number of environmental activists murdered. Kenyan influencers paid to take guerrilla warfare online. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. Apartment explosion injures 4 near Atlanta. AP top story September 13th. Accusations fly in California recall election. New York City public schools return to in-person learning, Alaska senator to miss legislating after barred from airline, COVID-19 updates. Downtown businesses are facing harsh new reality. Lil Nas X scoops video of the year at the MTV VMAs. Today in history for September 13th. Louisiana declares state of emergency as Tropical Storm Nicholas targets battered region. Justice Amy Coney Barrett argues Supreme Court isn't a bunch of partisan hacks. Music stars bring chic and sass to the MTV VMAs red carpet. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. News analysis, as recall campaign closes, Californians might be ready to change the system. Newsom slams GOP, while elder targets governor's wife as recall campaign closes. Los Angeles Police Department employees sue city over vaccination mandate. Inland Empire parents of 5 die of COVID-19 weeks apart. Structures burn as fire sweeps into Mendocino County community, north of Santa Rosa. Firefighters get help from weather in battling Northern California blazes. Firefighters struggle to contain root fire near Castaic. LA County contact tracers struggle to reach, interview people with COVID-19. Remember Schwarzenegger's Sacramento shake-up? If a Republican wins Tuesday, it could happen again. Most Asian Americans are against the recall, but some haven't forgiven Newsom for his nail salon remark. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Monday, September 13th, 2021. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More from other news sources is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. Nicola Sturgeon to ask UK government to agree to second Scottish independence referendum. UK News. Czech Republic won't recognise Taliban under any circumstances, says Foreign Minister. New Zealand's average house price hits $1 million. One Roof reveals New Zealand's average property value reaches $1 million. Pentagon calls North Korea's missile test threat to neighbors. North Korea successfully launches new long-range cruise missiles, KCNA. Japan, Vietnam sign defense transfer deal amid China worries. Singapore reaches 80% double vaccination rate, but life is not returning to normal. Another deadly year for LATAM environment defenders. British-American tobacco negotiated bribe for Mugabe, new evidence suggests. Former Australian Prime Minister fined for not wearing a mask. Taliban say girls, women may study in no men classrooms. Finland, the Greens have become the first party in the government and parliament to call for legalization of marijuana. China opens first plant that will turn nuclear waste into glass for safer storage. The next headlines are from Forbes. If businesses can mandate vaccines, they should mandate affordable healthcare, too. The return of Ralph Rimmer and why Super League doesn't need turns. Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3 review, the cheapest, most mainstream-ready foldable. It's obvious, the Philadelphia Eagles are all of that, and the Atlanta Falcons aren't. Eventful Subway Series highlights roller coaster nature of Mets and Yankees. North Korea test fires long-range cruise missile, hints it is nuclear capable. Soho China plunges 35% on uncertain future after $3 BLN Blackstone acquisition evaporates. Ford stops making cars in India, the third U.S. vehicle maker to exit. Malaysian tycoon Jeffrey Chia's Sunway partner wins Singapore housing site with $277 million bid. San Francisco 49ers leave Detroit with costly Week 1 win over the Lions. The next headlines are from Nature.com. Edmund Fisher, 1922-2021. Virus-induced senescence is driver and therapeutic target in COVID-19. The World Population Update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,731,234,970 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time, and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. Amazon's bushfire documentary burning to reignite debate about political response to climate change. First look at Christopher Walken, Poldark star Eleanor Tomlinson and Stephen Merchant's The Outlaws. Netflix sets multi-year deal with unorthodox creator Anna Winger's Airlift for series slate. The Life of Fish director Matthias buys boards chill and family drama The Stolen Kids exclusive. MTV VMAs review, from Lil Nas X's gay agenda to Machine Gun Kelly's rock agenda, a return to live has some lively moments. Shang-Chi repeat success is unable to sustain deflated Korean box office. Game of Thrones Aidan Gillen, Barbarian Stephen St. Leger board Gaelic epic The O'Neill exclusive. VMA's best moments, from Department of Justicia Cat's fashion to Lil Nas X's video of the year victory speech. The Eyes of Tammy Faye might convert Oscar voters to the Church of Jessica Chastain and Andrew Garfield. The Eyes of Tammy Faye review, as Jim and Tammy Faye Becker, Andrew Garfield and Jessica Chastain put a human face on the infamous saga of televangelism. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. UN is seeking $606 million in emergency aid for Afghanistan after Taliban takeover. What we know about breakthrough infections and long COVID. More and more Democrats embrace the progressive label. Here's why. The California recall and its very real political consequences, explained. The federal government sells flood-prone homes to often unsuspecting buyers, NPR finds. Vietnam speeds up vaccinations with over 1 million jabs in Hanoi over the weekend. Iran agrees to let inspectors install new memory cards and nuclear site cameras. A cat, in a Miami football stadium for some reason, dangles, falls and survives. Tropical storm Nicholas heads toward Texas and Louisiana. Greenland pummeled by snow 1 month after its summit saw rain for the first time. The following headlines are from the week. Can carbon capture technology save the planet? John Oliver denudes Belarus Alexander Lukashenko, proposes a way to annoy the ST out of him. Britney Spears and Sam Asghari announce engagement. Steve Bannon told Jeffrey Epstein he didn't look at all creepy in 2019 video session, Michael Wolff reports. Justice Amy Coney Barrett, in McConnell Center speech, insists the Supreme Court isn't partisan hacks. Taliban says Afghan women can continue college, but not alongside men and only in Islamic dress. Joe Manchin bluntly states he won't vote for Democrats' reconciliation bill. Bernie Sanders thinks he'll come around. Arkansas governor worries Biden's vaccine rule hardens resistance. Former acting Central Intelligence Agency director wants White House to investigate Kabul strike after reports indicate U.S. urged. 3 matchups to watch during the NFL's first full slate of the 2021 season. The next headlines are from Universe Today. Researchers create the most powerful magnet ever made on Earth, 20 Teslas. Researchers generate an entire virtual universe and make it available for download, if you have 100 terabytes of free hard drive space. In addition to gravitational waves, is there any way to detect merging black holes? These are the news headlines for today, Monday, September 13th. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the 3rd most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. Dogbone asteroid Cleopatra makes a fetching portrait. NASA drought research, glimpsing the future. Moon, Antares and Venus on September 12th. The next news is from Politico. Pope warns of lurking anti-Semitism on Hungary trip. Britain scraps vaccine passport plan. Volvo battles to ensure a future for cars in its Swedish hometown. French far-right leader launches presidential bid as TV star lurks in wings. GOP 2024 hopefuls tread carefully around Trump. An uneasy return to the classroom in New York City. We will have a really long memory, Greens calling businesses bluff on climate change. Tensions mount between CDC and Biden health team over boosters. Boxing, Moonies and firefighter selfies, Trump's strange 9/11 of 1. Opinion Gavin Newsom and the revenge of California's anger lobby. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. COVID safety rating system floated amid warnings of reopening risks. Who speaks for the children? Outbreak school principal insists face-to-face is best. Internet speed boost for QLD schools as audit shows NSW 200 times faster. Room at the kennel, Bulldogs eyeing Asiata as a replacement for Elliot. MPs call on Berejiklian to apply harsh lockdown rules to suburbs, not LGAs. Melbourne's Jewish schools urge to merge as high fees push families away. Ultra-Orthodox leaders plead for prayer gatherings over Yom Kippur. Mother mourns daughter killed in Gippsland buggy rollover as man charged. Australia Newslive, regional NSW-LGA back in lockdown after COVID-19 case, 3-week vaccine blitz starts in Melbourne's north and west. University peak body unsure which countries are a foreign interference risk. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. Winter weather could send oil to $100 per barrel, Bank of America analysts say. Market snapshot, Dow futures climb after worst week in nearly 3 months. Kelley Blue Book, 10 plug-in hybrids you can score used for under $20,000. NerdWallet, maybe it's not a total waste of time. 4 ways your kids can learn about finances from video games. NerdWallet, how to protect your credit from medical debt, or at least lessen the damage. Auto Trader, vehicle thefts are way up, here's where the most cars are getting stolen. Next Avenue, millions of older Americans live on the economic edge, evictions will send them into homelessness. The Wall Street Journal, TransUnion set to buy Nooster for $3.1 billion. Chinese regulators look to break up Ant Group's Alipay, report. The Wall Street Journal, Viacom CBS revamping Paramount operations, refocusing on streaming. Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. Ownership of inventions by former employers, lessons after bio-rad v ITC, marketscreener.com. Ownership of inventions by former employers, lessons after bio-rad v ITC, intellectual property, United States, Mondac News alerts. UK researches new innovation, entrepreneurship and economic enterprise gains momentum, Louisville Business First. Scientists from across globe raise a toast to Kolkata, Times of India. Daboos is coming, federal court finds AI system can be inventor under Patents Act, Lexology. Alan Dower Blumlein, the forgotten engineer with 128 patents, interesting engineering. Tillis and Leahy urge USPTO to address inconsistent prior art statements by patent applicants at the FDA, IPWatchdog.com. Jim McKee, How Phones Came to Lincoln History JournalStar.com, Lincoln Journal Star. Mobile royalty stack decline, China's EU SEP snub, new US patent sales data, Oppo v Nokia escalates, it's getting worse, says Biosimilars IP head, plus much more I am. Can AI be an inventor? Ryan Abbott and Stephen Thaler say why not, Analytics India magazine. The next headlines are from Quartz. Will China force Alipay to break up? What's different about Jet Airways 2.0? Early evidence suggests U.S. employers could convince holdouts to get their vaccine. Wave makes waves, COVID testing costs, Kenya's Twitter influencers. The following headlines are from Tech Dirt. Gal's second report on facial recognition tech provides more details on federal use of Clearview's unvetted AI. Funniest most insightful comments of the week at Tech Dirt. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. Megan Fox. Britney Spears. Raiders. Tropical Storm Nicholas. VMAs 2021. Trevor Lawrence. Arizona Cardinals. 49ers. Jets. NFL. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. English language of the civilized, Ukraine's chief censor claims, urges Kiev to scrap Cyrillic alphabet to distance from Russia. Beijing blasts Japan over decision to water down textbooks on historic comfort women abuses. Crackdown on this, enraged Coco Gauff shocks crowd by almost hitting child with racket in US Open doubles defeat, video. India looks to tax cryptocurrency exchanges and trades, report. No talks until sanctions lifted, Lukashenko says Belarus won't talk to West about refugee border crisis while embargoes in place. UK government scraps COVID vaccine deal with French company Valneva over breach. Lebanon to receive $1.1 billion from IMF reserve to help its struggling economy after forming government following 13-month deadlock. Integration with China's financial market is Russia's priority for next decade, central bank. Conda rampage, McGregor hurls drink at rapper Machine Gun Kelly as security forced to step in at MTV Awards clash, video. Stop being S-bags, media, Rose McGowan scorches Fox News for claiming she slammed BLM during event with Larry Elder. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. Funds are simply rebranding as ESG and watching the inflows pour in. China's not-so-strategic oil release. Israel to conduct COVID genetic scanning for all inbound air passengers. Absolutely incredible, it costs 68 new Ferraris to rent a 12-year-old container ship for just 3 months. China is trying to control rising semi-prices by fining auto chip manufacturers. Thousands protest in Turkey against COVID-19 vaccine passports. Why Americans were never told why they were attacked on 9/11. Chinese tech name slide on report Beijing seeks to break up Alipay, Hang Seng Tech Index tumbles. Palm Beach developer tries to flip island mansion for $120 million, 41% more than it sold for in July. Biden's total financial surveillance. The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. Dengue suspected of killing dozens in India's Uttar Pradesh state. Top U.S. Democrat calls out Saudi over alleged aid worker torture. Gross abuses, armed groups culling, recruiting in Niger. Forced foreign commercial jet since Taliban return lands in Kabul. What fate awaits the rearrested Palestinian prisoners? Afghans sell possessions amid cash crunch, looming crisis. The land we came from, the green hills of Kwaltongo. Bangladesh reopens schools after 18-month COVID shutdown. UN urged to retain Cha Mo-tan as Myanmar ambassador. Shanghai suspends flights, schools as Typhoon Chanthu approaches. The next headlines are from Breitbart. Prominent immunologist regrets voting for Joe Biden after vaccine mandate. Watch John Voight endorses Larry Elder, let us rid this horror. Manchin says Ocasio-Cortez attacks just awful, continue to divide. Biden's migrants raped in Panama jungle. Put a stake in the heart of evil, Rose McGowan endorses Larry Elder, alleges Gavin Newsom's wife aided Harvey Weinstein. Exclusive Montana AG Austin Knudsen excoriates previous admins handing millions to leftist law firm buddies. Democrat support for $3.5 trillion infrastructure bill falters. Biden plans to attack filibuster in last-ditch effort to pass massive voting bill. NYPD 9/11 widower slams anti-police politicians on 20th anniversary. Joe Biden goes golfing while Americans left behind in Afghanistan. The following headlines are from Earth Files, updates on Earth and astronomical mysteries. 99% of military UFO sightings are never divulged to the public, RET U.S. Navy Commander, USS Enterprise, CVN-65. The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. What are the top sounds most likely to trigger your happy memories? Poll named Top 40. Indiana boys hop off their bikes to stand at attention for military funeral happening on their route. Hiker reaches top of summit and has the most beautiful encounter with mountain goats. Need more self-compassion? Researcher suggests these 4 simple steps to overcome our negativity bias. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Monday, September 13th. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. British Army Major sentenced for theft of tanks from Brussels Army Museum. Mount Man wins $65K after being fired for refusing to be fingerprinted due to Christian faith. Pro-Trump rally plans for 10K attendees, only gets 300. Alaska Airlines banned her for refusing to wear a mask. Now State Senator Laura Reinbold cannot reach the Capitol to vote. A Missouri cafe converted itself to a private club with $1 membership fees to avoid mask mandate rules, but a court shut it down. The Taliban are lying, France's foreign minister says. 101-year-old woman is still working on a lobster boat with no plans to retire. University apologizes to medical student who was given a yellow card warning for wearing an inappropriate dress during an exam. A mom who faces a felony allegation for helping her son beat up another child blasts one-sided media coverage in a tearful video. Maryland man whose attack on a woman with a semen-filled syringe was caught on camera sentenced to 10 years. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. Forget networking, just connect with people you find interesting. 5 hot German tech trends VCs need to know about. Epic scores a tiny win against Apple in court, but it's not done fighting yet. Add an extra screen, or two, to your laptop at a wallet-friendly price. Decolonizing the internet starts with looking at media history. What does it actually mean when a company says, "We do not sell your data"? This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Monday, September 13th from over 100 sources, to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. Real Housewives of SLC recap, Sharif Shah calls a divorce lawyer, Lisa and Meredith are at odds. How 9/11, the pandemic and other big events rewire ear circuitry. At Sandy's 9/11 healing field, 3,000 flags, 20 years, one nation. Oral history, how the Crelatch Kid was born at Real Salt Lake. In a win over number 21 Utah, Bayou football proved it should be taken seriously this season. Southern Utah University student dies of COVID-19. For Bayou football fans, a win over Utah marks the end of rivalry losing streak and a decade of pain. Coronavirus testing lawsuit inches toward trial, as Utah company tries to block it. Test results find no evidence of mercury contamination in Fairmont Park Pond, city announces. This was an attack on my United States and my religion, Utah Muslims reflect on 9/11 and its aftermath. The next headlines are from Slashdot, Tech News for Nerds. Singapore police deploys niche bots to test searching for undesirable social behaviors. Perseverance's new rock samples reveal water was present on Mars for a long time. Steve Wozniak shares a video about his new space startup. As more U.S. men abandon higher education, are admissions officers discriminating against women? Was fairness a sign of larger problems in Silicon Valley's startup culture? Apple says motorcycle vibrations can damage iPhone cameras. Every message was copied to the police, the daring sting behind the N0 phone. Scientists probe whether uranium cubes in U.S. lab were produced by Nazis. Boeing's directors are now facing an investor lawsuit over fatal 737 MAX crashes. Ask Slashdot, why is Firefox losing users? The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. Illinois family describes difficult recovery after student hit by a stray bullet in home. Washington University condemns student in viral video removing 9/11 flags. Man killed, 5-year-old wounded in weekend Missouri shooting. Protein license plates earn $13 for Illinois schools. David Toms beats Dickey Pride in champ playoff in St. Louis. Evangelical Lutheran Church installs first transgender bishop. GOP newcomer with billionaire backing calls to moderate these crazy extremes in bid for Illinois governor. FBI releases newly declassified record on September 11 attacks. Great Resignation, top 3 reasons people are leaving their jobs, according to Gallup. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. Inland Empire father of 5 dies of COVID-19 just weeks after wife, family. Local sports bars welcome back customers at full capacity as NFL season kicks off. Dogs catch waves in Del Mar surfing competition. Allegations fly as recall vote looms for California's Newsom. Firefighters advance on blaze that shut SoCal highway. Is Moderna the preferred vaccine now? Wild video shows falling cat safe at Miami football game. Elected officials, voting advocates rally black voters ahead of recall election. 3 armed men robbed Linda Vista liquor store. Clear skies seen across San Diego with temperatures rising. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. Israel Aerospace Industries to showcase armed ground robot at DSEI. Lithuanian company Ostara is making progress on hybrid electric buggy tech. Russia's Cold Warrior T-62 tank still in service. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Monday, September 13, 2021. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. NFL season brings back weekend business for San Francisco bar. Large brush fire prompts evacuations in Mendocino County. Crews respond to brush fire in Sausalito. North Korea says it tested long-range cruise missiles. 49ers build 28-point lead, hold on for 41-33 win over Lions. CHP investigates freeway shooting in Concord. Firefighters advance on blaze that shut California highway. Rangers hold off A's 4-3 to win series, dent Oakland hopes. California voters, less Republican and white than in 2003. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. Pope in Slovakia to honor Holocaust dead on day 2 of tour. Britain ends contract with French startup for vaccines. UN seeks $606 million for Afghanistan after Taliban takeover. SNL hosts Rudolph Chappelle win guest actor Emmy honors. NFL Today, Week 1. Tom Ford wraps NY Fashion Week with a show of disco glam. Bears lose opener, but there were some bright spots. Plenty of rainbows, smiles at First Neighbor Pride Fest. Aurora man dies after being struck by hit-and-run driver. Lake County Sheriff's Office mourns police dog Diesel, who tracked missing residents, Phalons. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Green alert for Tropical Cyclone Nicholas 21, population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. Red alert for Tropical Cyclone Chanthu 21, population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 5.037 million. Green earthquake alert, magnitude 6.2 m, depth 193.38 km, in Argentina September 13, 2021, 5:18 UTC, about 11,000 people within 100 kilometers. Drought is ongoing in Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Paraguay. Drought is ongoing in Burkina Faso, Benin, Central African Republic, Cameroon, Ghana, Niger, Nigeria. Drought is ongoing in Brazil. Drought is ongoing in Argentina, Chile. Drought is ongoing in Madagascar. Drought is ongoing in Armenia, Azerbaijan, Greece, Iraq, Iran, Jordan, Syria, Turkey. Drought is ongoing in Bosnia and Herzegovina, Croatia, Italy, Serbia. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Monday, September 13th in the Greenwich Mean Time time zone. Headlines here were found today in news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. Tropical system in the Gulf brings back rain chances. Eye on the Gulf, Nicholas strengthens overnight with winds near 60 miles per hour. Governor Abbott orders increased readiness ahead of Tropical Storm Nicholas. Lil Nas X, Justin Bieber top star packed MTV VMAs 2021. Britney Spears announces engagement to longtime boyfriend Sam Asghari. Houston area officials announce plans to prepare as Tropical Storm Nicholas moves in. 219,000 square foot Amazon delivery station opens in spring. Taylor helps Texans down Lawrence, mistake-prone Jags 37-21. UPS offering short-term jobs with benefits in Houston area. The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. Militia leader to be sentenced in Minnesota mosque bombing. House Democrat post record August fundraising ahead of 2022. Greece launches mandatory testing for unvaccinated workers. Foreigners in Taiwan reveal thoughts on living in Taiwan amid COVID-19. Explainer missile tests renew North Korea's regional threat. World shares meander after Wall Street ends with weekly loss. Shanghai cuts transport as Typhoon Chanthu moves up coast. We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. The next headlines are from globalissues.org. A milestone anniversary reiterates the culture of peace is a movement, not a revolution. The Islamic Emirate, led by an insurgent group, aims at capturing a coveted seat at the UN. In Somalia, Deputy UN Chief encourages progress on women's political participation and peaceful elections. First person, human trafficking, migrant smuggling, still significant threats in Asia. An illustration of resilience and hope in the face anti-Asian hate. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. The tale of Bulgaria's vampire graves. What is Grimace, the giant purple McDonald's mascot, anyway? We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. There's nothing but love for tennis player clues. Steve Bannon hopes homeschooling moms will be his new shock troops. FCK People's Comfort, soccer pro Kiya McCullough won't back down until she changes the world. 20 years after 9/11, victim families may finally get a trial. How the world's far-right Bitcoin fanatics could royally screw you. Now is the time to go to normally crowded Banff. Capturing Venezuela's descent into socialist hell. The ex-NFL player pushing for LGBTQ acceptance in America's toughest sport. For working women, the WFH choice is often no choice at all. The next headlines are from the New York Post. All of New York City's 472 subway stations now have security cameras, MTA. New book reveals how Biden's family used his position for profit. Firefighters battle wildfire that closed California highway. Man busted for hit-and-run crash that killed infant. Brandon Nimmo hopeful he can rejoin Mets this week. You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. Historic drought impacting Colorado River Basin. Dr. David August answers questions about new COVID mutation in vaccines. Gottlieb says vaccines could be approved for kids 5-11 by end of October. Biden's vaccine mandate deepens America's political divide. 2 astronauts conduct spacewalk mission to replace old solar arrays at International Space Station. Spacewalkers carry out space station power system upgrades. Gottlieb says vaccines could be approved for kids 5-11 by end of October. tagging migrating Wimbrel shorebirds. A migration odyssey, tagging Wimbrel shorebirds. Researchers who dangled rhinos upside down earn Ig Nobel. The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. Salesforce CEO Mark Benioff offers to relocate any Texas families affected by new anti-abortion law. Eric Adams has taken campaign cash from cops with legal troubles, including firebrand NYPD union boss. Boy, 6, sole survivor of Italy cable car crash, embroiled in bitter custody battle between Italy and Israel. 1 injured, 2 unaccounted for in Atlanta area apartment building explosion. Governor Gavin Newsom fights for survival ahead of California recall vote. Ex-CIA director warns of Al-Qaeda threat in Afghanistan. Comedian Kate Quigley will never take this life for granted after fentanyl overdose that killed Fuquan Johnson. The unlikely bond forged on 9/11 between MTA driver and NYPD sergeant. Supreme Court's Breyer talks legacy, not retirement. Former NFL lineman Justin Bannon convicted of attempted murder. The following headlines are from military.com. Al-Qaeda chief appears in new video marking 9/11 anniversary. Japan detects suspected China submarine near southern island. Pentagon leaders remember 9/11 victims in first ceremony held after ending of Afghanistan war. The Air Force is testing a new ship-killing guided bomb. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. In prison, the gym was his safe haven. Now he's helping others reach their fitness goals as a gym owner, trainer. With school year underway, COVID-19 cases and hospitalizations rising for Illinois kids. 6 shot in West Pullman, 1 fatally, off-duty Chicago firefighter and 15-year-old girl among those wounded. Prosecutors, woman fatally shot son, 12, in Southside home over a missing digital storage disk. Man charged with first-degree murder, 3 counts of attempted murder in connection with fatal expressway shooting. 4 shot, 1 fatally on Southside, police say. Mother, 37, charged with first-degree murder on suspicion of fatally shooting her 12-year-old son. 2 men killed in North Chicago shooting. The following headlines are from FIS.org. What was really the secret behind Van Gogh's success? A billionaire, a cancer survivor, who will be on the next SpaceX mission. Space tourism, what's on offer? SpaceX to launch private, all-civilian crew into Earth orbit. Testing times, Borneo orangutans get COVID swabs. Little to celebrate after 50 years of activism, Greenpeace chief. Greenpeace, an insane vision that took flight 50 years ago. Isotope mapping sheds rare light into migratory routes, natal origins of monarch butterflies. Clone your camel, beauty pageants, races spur high demand. Ocelots rescued from traffickers return to wild in Ecuador. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Monday, September 13th, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. Suu Kyi illness causes Myanmar court to postpone her hearing. Dodgers, Braves are trade deadline winners so far. StatWatch, Kent Street flashing sticky fingers with 8 pics. The following headlines are from mercurynews.com. Word Game, September 13th, 2021. Horoscope September 13th, 2021, Jacqueline Bissett, don't give in or give up. Ask Amy, he micromanages our child's life, and it's hurting our marriage. Harriet Cole, since I lost weight, he's been acting different. Miss Manners, we told her we don't need charity, she gave us a big check anyway. Dear Abby, I made a joke about her money and she lashed out at me. 4 injured after apartment building explosion near Atlanta. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. Justice Amy Coney Barrett, Supreme Court partisan perception is concerning. North Korea tests long-range cruise missiles, Korean Central News Agency says. Washington football fans embrace new era. They are controlling you. They are silencing you. Secretary of State Antony Blinken first on docket as Afghanistan pullout hearings begin. Apartment explosion collapses part of three-story Georgia building. Afghanistan soon to become jihadist central, former Central Intelligence Agency chief predicts. Judge Jonathan Newell set to be arrested dies in apparent suicide. Inside the Beltway, CNN poll has America turning irate, glum. Democratic disunity on $3.5 trillion spending package threatens to tank Biden's domestic agenda. The next headlines are from The Intercept. An FBI informant's unlikely role in upcoming Supreme Court case on surveillance of Muslims. This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Monday, September 13th, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. Four corner hustlers chief faces months-long trial at Chicago's federal courthouse. Man critically wounded in Little Village shooting. 16-year-old shot while walking dog in South Austin. Palace Intrigue Episode 177, Breaking Down a Blowout Loss. Horoscope for Monday, September 13th, 2021. Thoughts on Allen Robinson, new additions, Rams comparison after Bears 34-14 loss. Praising faintly, Andy Dalton better than expected in Bears loss. Authorities ID woman killed in West Pullman shooting where 5 others were wounded, including off-duty firefighter, teen. Man shot during South Loop robbery. Rams expose Bears off-season delusions in 34-14 stomping to open season. The next headlines are from the Times of India. Gastronomy in Dubai. Congress veteran Oscar Fernandez passes away. Bhupendra Patel takes oath as Gujarat Chief Minister. TN introduces bill for medical entry without NEET. COVID letter, Covaxin antibodies dip after 2 months, Covishields after 3. Why Fortnite maker is not happy after beating Apple. Explained, display resolution, aspect ratio and more. What a mild infection of COVID May 19th feel like. Pegasus, beating around the bush won't help, SC tells Center. Pics, thousands attend funeral of Srinagar cop. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Monday, September 13th, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Houston Press. Things to do, upcoming food and drink events in Houston this week. Texans throttle Jaguars 38-21 in Culley's head coaching debut. Best of Houston 2021, Best Ice Cream. 4 thoughts on Tropical Storm Nicholas and the rain that is coming. Best of Houston 2021, Best Indian. Best of Houston 2021, Best Happy Hour. Best of Houston 2021, Best Hold Music. Best of Houston 2021, Local Choir. Things to do, listen to the Violent Femmes Du Bird sing and see them at the Bayou Music Center. The next headlines are about world records making news. World athletics rules threaten to leave more female athletes stuck in limbo, The Guardian. And Dubai, how the world's largest observation wheel was built, CNN. Here's how you crush the record for the world's longest motorcycle the American way, Auto Evolution. 1,000 kilometers on a single charge, Futurican electric truck sets new Guinness World Record, Financial Express. Tesla Model S Plaid sets world record as fastest production ever at Nürburgring, India Times. Maori language moment aims to beat world record 1 News. Australian solar innovator backed by Cannon Brooks claims world efficiency record, renew economy. Long-distance world championships, records fall in Almere Amsterdam with Christian and Sarissa crowned champions, Tri-Zone. Ingrid Wilm, 2 Toronto Titans set Canadian records in ISL Match 5, Swimming World Magazine. Team of 8 specially able people creates world record, Big News Network. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. 50 countries with the best COVID-19 vaccination rates in the world. Buy a ticket to gaze upon a $69 million NFT artwork in person, even though that's dumb. The Walking Dead revealed the origin of its newest homicidal nitwits. If you ever wanted to fill your iPhone with stuff, rumor has it the iPhone 13 Pros will have 1 terabyte of storage. The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and David Tennant. Iron Maiden's new music video premiered on Adult Swim and is, appropriately, metal as hell. Salesforce will help employees worried about abortion access exit Texas. Apple, don't attach your iPhone to motorcycles, mopeds, or scooters if you want the camera to last. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was Ejido Nuevo León, BC in Mexico at 114.26 degrees Fahrenheit or 45.7 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was Kononep at 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. Fact-checking works to undercut misinformation in many countries. As COVID cases rise, so do hospital-related infections. The following headlines are from Raw Story. Gorillas at U.S. Zoo being treated for COVID. Trump chief Mark Meadows targeted by January 6 Commission in Records Probe, report. CNN's Peter Bergen on the dotted line from Osama bin Laden to Donald Trump. Experts explain how to tell if someone is lying to you, without even hearing them talk. How Ruth Bader Ginsburg envisioned changing Roe v. Wade. Long secret FBI report reveals new connections between 9/11 hijackers and Saudi religious officials in the U.S. FBI releases first declassified 9/11 document following Biden order. Journalism legend, California's recall vote does violence to the spirit of American election law. Is Trump now just a spiritual leader for all cults? MSNBC host. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. A cheap, low-tech method that could slash farm carbon emissions. 59% of Republicans say it's important to believe Trump won the election. Pro-Trump doctors invoke civil rights in bid to overturn New York's vaccine mandate. Justice Breyer, I don't intend to die on the court. These purple urchin slayers are trying to save Pacific kelp forests. The next items are today's top search results for extraterrestrial life. Quantitative evaluation of the feasibility of sampling the ice plumes at Enceladus for biomarkers of extraterrestrial life, pnas.org. The following items are today's top search results for the term neural plasticity. Predator-induced maternal effects determine adaptive anti-predator behaviors via egg composition, pnas.org. Kreba and Krebin to identify neurons gate long-term memory formation in Drosophila, pnas.org. The next items are the top results for news about longevity and immortality. Explained, the ultimate disruption, what Bezos and fellow billionaires are doing to beat death, News 18. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Monday, September 13, 2021 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. The following is from the UFO Chronicles. The Vindication of Tom DeLonge. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Monday, September 13th, 2021. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. Fair use statement. News i8 is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno at XENOMAILS 2021 by News i8. All rights reserved.